Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brothers, my dear sisters, according to the Pew Research Center, it was surveyed that 84% out of 100% population in this world who believe in God, who are believers, and only 14% population of this world are unbeliever, disbeliever. They are is called a atheist. Also, the Quran, 1400 years back, the Quran confirmed Allah stated in Surah Yusuf, verse number 106, وَمَا يُؤْمِنُ أَكْثَرُهُمْ بِاللَّهِ إِلَّا هُمْ مُشْرِكُونَ. Most of you are believers, but most أَكْثَرُهُمْ إِلَّا هُمْ مُشْرِكُونَ. They are mushrik, they set partner with the God. On view of these statistics and this ayah, a simple question, there is simple question which is frequently asked in my mind. Hope also this question is asked in your mind also. That is, most of people are believers, but why people are divided into several religions, multiple religion? The fact is that Allah stated in these verses, that is, Allah said that most of our believers, but they are mushrik, they set a partner. So I think today, if we know the attributes of God, the condition of God, condition of God, what are the condition, what are the attributes to be a God, to claim, himself or anyone as a God, what are the attributes? Regarding this matter, Allah Azza wa Jalla stated in glorious Quran, it's called Surah Ikhlas, which is the one of the best surah in the whole Quran to know it, Allah, to introduce with Allah very easily. Allah stated here, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Qul huwa Allahu ahad. Say, O Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to the people that Allah is unique, Allah is one. Allah said, Allahu Samad. Allah is He on whom all depend. Lam yalid walam yulad. Allah is He who doesn't give birth, and walam yulad, and He is not born. Walam yakullahu kufuwan ahad, and none is like unto Him. There are 4 attributes for condition Allah stated in this surah. In context of God, identity of God, and who are the God, and who is the God, who and what are the attributes of God. If we apply these 4 attributes, any person, anyone, we may understand easily that he God or not. First attribute is Allah is one. Allah should be also one. It's a fact which every people agree, and they agree on that point, that Allah should be also one. So if any one person found in this world that is only one, he is no father, he is no son, and he is no any clan, he is no any ancestor, so we may think that he has these first attributes. Let's see what are the second attributes. What is the second attribute? The second attribute is Allahu Samad. Allah is dependentless, and all creatures are dependent on Him. My dear brothers and my dear sister, it's a think matters. It's a thinkable matters. That is, Allah said here, Allahu Samad, Allah is dependentless. If any person found in this world who are dependentless, who don't need to depend anybody, we may, for the time being, we may count him that he as the second attribute of the God. The third attributes of God is Lam yalid wa lam yulad, that Allah doesn't give birth. Allah has no father, Allah has no ancestor. Wa lam yulad, and Allah also is not born. Allah has no son, Allah has no born. That is the third number fact, is the important fact, which are divided into nation. Many nations are divided in this point. Suppose, such as Christianity believe that Jesus is Son of God, but we know that Allah's third attribute is that Allah doesn't give birth and Allah is not born also. Uh, if we ask our brain, it's also logical matters that Allah must be, Allah should be also, that those Allah should be also like that, who has no father, as who has no daughter, who has no son, who has no family. Because having fathers and having sisters, having family is an attribute of the human mankind. It's not attributes of Allah. It's against, is illogical measure that Allah has a father, Allah has a son, and Allah has a family. The fourth number attribute, which is the last attribute, is Olam yakullahu kufuwan ahad. None is like him. These four attribute, which found in every person at the same time, this four person is clear, and we do not have problem. We do not have any restriction to claim him as a God. So if we apply these four attributes, if we think about these four attributes, that who is God, we may able to unite one nation, one ummah, and under one religion. Suppose Hinduism, they believe that Sri Krishna is the latest God. He came in this world. He is a God. But if Sri Krishna is tested by these four attributes, the second attribute Sri Krishna has no, that is the dependentless. Allah should be dependentless. We know from the biography of the Sri Krishna that Sri Krishna was depending another person. He was a friend. He was a bosom friend. It's called Arjuna. So he depended always at the time of fighting, at the time of his living life. He was dependent. He was depending another person. So he can't, according to these verses, these attributes, he can't be God. The third question, Sri Krishna, that attribute that Sri Krishna has no also third attribute, that is Sri Krishna has father, Sri Krishna has mother, Sri Krishna has daughters. And Allahu Samad, I know Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna was killed also at the last time. So how's that possible? How's that possible that God was killed by any human mankind? So my dear brothers, my dear sisters, if we apply, if we think, and if we would like to really from the bottom of our heart to know, to understand, and to introduce with the God, so we have these four attributes. If we apply and these 4 points, inshallah, you will be able to find the eternal peace in here and the hereafter, which is the Islam. Allah says in Surah Al Imran, verse number 19, Inna Dina Indallahi Islam. Indeed, the religion in sight of Allah is Islam. My dear brothers, my dear sister, last but not least, before concluding this today's short lecture, I would like to invite, to the Islam, which is the eternal peace, to all of you. May Allah grant you, may Allah grant us, to die until the die with Islam. Jazakumullahu ta'ala. Thank you so much.